Hey guys, it's Ashley here. I have had some requests on wanting to know what sewing machine I'm using. It has been known with all my friends that I have recently taken up basic, very basic sewing, you guys. I had no clue what I was doing. My grandma does it and I'm super impressed, and especially with having a little girl now, I want to be able to make her skirts and I want to make my son, pillowcases or whatever. I'm not talking about making full clothing things here. I just want to be able to do some basic sewing. So I'm going to show you what I'm using, what machine I bought, and basically basic setup of the machine. So I really like it. They have a more basic one, but I bought kind of like the medium. There are very outlandish ones. This one cost me about, I think it was like $120. There's coupons everywhere for these things. So the machine I am using is called a Singer Fashion Mate, and I will show you the box. It is a Singer Fashion Mate. Let's see if I can show you. That is what it looks like. The number is 3342. Absolutely love it. So I took a basic class. It has gotten me through a lot of basic things. I'd like to take some more classes, but I recommend taking a basic class too. But again, there's tutorials out there. But I'll show you that's what I'm using. It was pretty easy to set up, coming from somebody that had no clue what she was doing. So I'm gonna show you how to turn it on, put your thread on there, do the bobbin, and just set it up. So the first thing I'm going to start with saying is you're obviously going to find your fabric that you want, and you will find the thread that you want. And when you're shopping for thread for the majority of your basic projects, you're going to be using an all-purpose thread. You don't want to use anything with a sheen or satin, silk. They will snap. So the all-purpose, it's pretty sturdy thread. So I am going to show you this. A lot of times when you first buy them, there is that sticker on there. It's recommended that you take like a pen or pencil and you poke it down. That way the sticky side goes on the inside and it's not sticking up, getting caught on thread. And you'll do it on both sides. So let me see if you can really see the hole. So pretty simple. So I have it unwound. You don't need to go super far. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to do my best I can with one hand. So what happens is, okay, so I have a plug-in to plug it in and a plug-in for the pedal. So I have it plugged in and my pedal's underneath me, and then there is an on and off switch on the side. So turn it off. When you turn it on, the light comes on, which is super helpful. Okay, so then you have this piece. This is where your thread is going to go. So I'm going to stick it on there, and then it's going to come with one of these doodads. I'm not using technical terms here, guys. So again, this is basic. I'm no professional, but I have been sewing some things and I've just picked it up really quickly. So this guy, and there's different sizes, so you want to get one that fits pretty well. I'm just going to use that to help hold this on, and then you push it down. Again, nothing has to be pushed super hard because you don't want to break it. And then, so we're gonna do the bobbin, and the bobbin is gonna be going inside of the machine. And so this one came with clear ones, but I also bought some extra. So when you do need extra, which you will, you want to stick with the same kind. You don't want to go to metal or anything like that. Only use what your machine recommends, and the Singer Fashion Mate recommends these. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So to get prepared for that, we are going to start the prep of feeding it through. So you have your string, and it is numbered, if you can see here, 1, 2, where's 3? 3, 4, 5, 6. But we're just going to do the bobbin right now, so we're going to focus up here. So you're going to take your string and you're going to hook it under the 1. Again, guys, I'm doing this with one hand, so bear with me. I might have to, there we go. I got it hooked into 1. and then I'm gonna wrap it around 2. And you see this? This is for the bobbin. I'm going to hook it around here 1 time. Okay, and then once I get it on my bobbin, I'm going to stick it on here and push it over. But let me show you how to do the bobbin. All right, let me get this sitting here. All right, so we have the tip of our string here, and you have your bobbin. So as you can see, there are 2 outer rings, and then there's the center. On the outer rings, there is a hole. Let me see if you can see that. And that is where we are going to put the string. But you're going to go through the middle and out. So sometimes it's tedious. Let me get it in here. So I've got it through. It's hard to see because it's so little. Let me see if you see I'm pulling it through. Okay, and that piece that you're pulling is going to go up. And then I'll show you. I'm going to now stick it on here. Okay, and you're gonna hold it up and push it over. And I'm gonna hold this up tight, because if you do it loose, that string could get caught under the bobbin, and you want it to wrap around the center of the bobbin. So I've pushed it over, and I'm going to push the foot pedal. And it will just wrap around there. And when it's pretty full, this piece on the side will stop it. It just won't go anymore. So, you know, I was kind of like, how will I know when it's done? And it'll just stop. And I'll show you. And just keep holding it. Again, you don't need to go super fast with anything. It's almost done. You can kind of let go. It's starting to slow because it's starting to rub against this. And that's how it knows to stop. So it should be any minute. Okay. Yeah, it's like skidding. It's just not going anymore. So we have thread the bobbin. And okay, so now what you're going to do is you're just going to cut some slack. You want some sticking out. Okay, push it back over, pull it straight up. Okay, so we'll just put that off to the side for a minute. And now I'll show you how to thread it through the machine. So, you know, we hooked it around this round piece, so I need to take it off of there. Okay. Now I'm going to pull it through here, through 3. I'm going to hook it around 4. And there's 5. And now I need to feed it through the needle. And I will have to put the phone down for that probably, because it's kind of, you know, hard to do one-handed. So let me do that really quick and I will show you. But you're just going to feed it through the needle. And then you're going to just pull it straight back. Okay, just pull it behind the machine. And now I'll show you how to put the bobbin in. Okay, so there's a little clear like window, and there's a black button you can push, and it helps to pop it up. This part sometimes is tricky for me to get out. And it just slides out. And again, there is a diagram on here about the bobbin. It's hard to see because it's clear. You see it at the bottom. But I'm a very visual learner. So I do get overwhelmed when I look at directions and I'm like, can somebody please just show me how to do this? Okay, so we're looking at the bobbin here and the string. And how it was described to me is it's like a waterfall. You want the waterfall going this way. You want the string to come to your left, up and over and to the left. So what's going to happen, in which I already have it in that position, you're going to slide it in here. It shouldn't have to be forced in. It just like lays in there. So I have the string, and then you're going to hook it. Oops. You're going to hook it around this gray piece, and then up and over the black, and just pull it straight down. Okay, and then you just put the clear, I know it's kind of hard to see with the light, but hopefully this is helpful, and then you just pop it in. And that's it, you're ready to start sewing. So you would have your fabric, and one thing I want to say is, you know, there is a button or a lever back here, and this is how you, if you can see it. So when you are ready to sew and have your fabric under here, you're gonna put this down. And once you start pushing that foot pedal, it is gonna start sewing. And then when you need to bring the needle up, when you need to pull the fabric out, you would pull this up. So, but again, that is another video, and this is just basic setup of the sewing machine. So it's very simple. I'm super happy with this machine. Again, I'm still learning the other gadgets to it. Like there's different threading styles and stuff like that, but I just have it on the setting it came as. Again, I'm just doing very basic. So that is basic setup. And so when you're done, you never just want to like yank the thread out. So when you're done with this color, what you would do is, and I will show you, the best thing to do is to just take it off and pull it straight up. Trying to yank on it other ways and stuff can break the machine. The instructors all told me that you need to just pull it straight up so that you don't break anything. And the woman that taught me, she taught for she sewed things for Paramount. So she had been doing it very long and very important things. So if you know what Paramount is. So that is a basic tutorial on how to set up the sewing machine, and I'm keeping it super basic, guys, because I'm a basic girl. So I hope that is helpful. Again, this is not a tutorial on how to make anything. It is just how to set up the machine with the thread and the bobbin. So I hope that is super helpful. I'll be doing a tutorial on how to make something soon. She's getting ready to wake up for a nap, so that's when Mama gets to play around, and I do it at nighttime when they're both sleeping. So that is a very basic tutorial on how to set up your sewing machine.